I know y'all have seen the clips of Yao Ming post hooking from the 3-point line. And before y'all get any ideas, if any of y'all do this to me, you won't wake up with a console tomorrow. I promise you that. Now, even though I don't think this will be possible at launch, it did make me curious to see how viable a 7'4" post scorer will be. And the answer to that question is they're not viable. They are absolutely broken. We don't need a super intense intro for this one. The goal for every post scorer is to have a 99 strength, a 99 post control, and a 99 close shot. But the challenge of making a day 1 post scorer is trying your best to pull that off without having any cap breakers unlocked. And I think we cooked up the best possible way. So real quick, if you want NBA 2K26 for free, all you have to do is subscribe with notifications on and comment what you're doing if someone greens a post hook from Narnia in your eye. Are you turning off the game? Are you finally gonna go find a job? Because me personally, I'm pulling up with the feds and having him arrested. FBI, open up! I'll be choosing the NBA 2K26 giveaway winner in tomorrow's video, so make sure anytime you see a noti, you click it super fast. Alright y'all, now for the build. For this build, we're gonna go 7'4" for the height, a massive 7'10" wingspan, and the weight, we're actually gonna go 268 pounds. Now disclaimer, at Community Day, I made a mistake and went 264 pounds. The reason for that is because for gold rise up, you need a 66 vertical, and to get a 66 vertical, I needed to be 264 pounds. But what I didn't realize is those 4 pounds sacrificed 4 ratings in my strength, no longer allowing me to get a 99 strength. So obviously when comparing gold rise up versus 99 strength, which one is more important for a post score, it is going to be 99 strength. So for the rest of this video, it's going to say that we are 264 pounds. Just keep in mind that this build should be 268 pounds and your max potential for strength should be a 99. Literally the only thing this changes is that we won't be able to get gold rise up, and that won't be a problem for us anyways. You'll see why in a second. Now here we go with the build. Now even though we're gonna go 268 pounds, this is still gonna stay the same in the builder. We're gonna go with a 95 strength on day 1. And don't worry, we'll go over what badges that gives us when the build is fully done. And right here, you're gonna see that I actually went 96 strength for a little bit, but don't worry, we change it back to 95. So just remember, it is a 95 strength on this build. And after that, you see me start messing around with what attributes I want to go for post control and close shot. At first, I was like, you know what, 95 each should be pretty solid. And then I remembered I am a pure post scorer. The whole point is that I am a menace at post scoring. So I was like, you know what, bro, forget it. I'm gonna just go 99. What a genius idea. I don't know why anyone hasn't ever thought of that. Maybe it's because 299 attributes costs 1,000,000 attributes in the builder. So yeah, as nice as those legend badges look, we are gonna go back and change that later, don't worry. But for now, we're just gonna upgrade our interior defense to a 93 for Hall of Fame post lockdown. The reason for that is if we are making a post score, we are most likely planning on playing the 1s or the 2s. And if you're planning on playing the 1s, the way matchmaking works, or is probably gonna work considering how 2K25 work, is that you're gonna match into other post scores. So when you're having a battle of toxic, you're gonna need to be able to guard the other post scorer, which is why 93 interior defense is a must, not a want. Out of every single one of the attributes in the builder, this is one of the attributes I would not budge on at all. Yes, whenever you play like normal inside centers and poppers, it's gonna be a little overkill, but trust me, when you run into another one of you're gonna need that post lockdown badge to even stand a chance. After that, I had an internal debate in my head whether I wanted offensive rebound or defensive rebound. And another important note, depending on how the 1s court is formatted, this will change. And what I mean by that is at Community Day, when you played a 1-on-1 in the my court, it actually changed possessions if you ever missed a shot, which means that there were no offensive rebounds allowed whatsoever. The ref would step in and be like, nope, check up the ball, you missed, buddy, you don't get to grab your own rebound. And there's rumors going around that that's gonna be what every 1v1 court is gonna look like. So if they do that in the stage, the theater, the proving grounds, whatever it is, we are changing our 92 offensive rebound to a 92 defensive rebound. And by the way, we actually do go higher than a 92 offensive rebound in this build. It's one of the things that I think you might be able to change, and I'll talk about that when we're at the end. But for right now, we're gonna go a 92 offensive rebound and 80 defensive rebound. Again, if that change happens in NBA 2K26 and you can't get offensive rebounds on the 1s court, then we're gonna go a 92 defensive rebound instead of a 92 offensive rebound. They both cost the same, it's no difference. I just figured that if it's anything like this year, if you missed with a post score, you could grab your own rebound like 10 out of 10 times. So offensive rebound felt more important to me. Now after that, you see that I start to have my realization that I can't have 299 overall stats in the beginning because now I can't upgrade my build whatsoever. So I sacrifice all these beautiful looking legend badges and I reduce my post control and my close shot. But the question I was asking myself is to what? What should my base close shot and post control be on a post score? Because yes, as you could probably guess, I'm going to specialize in my finishing, which means I'm going to get 2 cap breakers for finishing, as well as 1 or 2 max plus 2 badges. So keeping that in mind, one of these attributes should be a 97 overall, so I can get it to a 99 overall without using any of my cap breakers from rep and only using my cap breakers from my specialization. Because if I'm on a post score, and I'm guessing the specialization for finishing is either going to be like get 100 dunks or get 1,000 post hooks or get 500 whatever finishing type of shot they want, and I can low-key get my specialization in like 2 or 3 days. But at the same time, I don't want to be cooked until I get my specialization. I want this build to not only work, but to dominate until I get a 99 in one of these stats, and then I just dominate even more. So what I ended up doing for now is I put my close shot and my post control at a 96. We're going to change this a little bit later. I took off 1 point from my strength to get a 95. I would still go in 95 strength, but again, we're meant to be at 268 pounds, so our max potential is a 99 strength, which means later on when we get our cap breakers from rep, we can have a 99 strength on this build as well. And with the extra attributes I got from bringing my strength from a 96 to a 95, I raised my block 10 points to an 84 for silver paint patroller. Then at this point, I was looking around my build like, listen, I put 299 stats. It definitely raised a ton of my attributes that I didn't realize and I haven't brought back down yet. I still have more attributes in this build that are just hidden somewhere in the builder. So I'm looking around trying to bring stuff down, but they're all affecting other attributes until I get to my driving dunk and realize I had way more points in my driving dunk than I needed, because at one point I had a 99 post control and a 99 close shot. So without those 2 stats, I was able to bring my driving dunk all the way down to a 41, keeping my standing dunk at an 81 for silver rise up, which depending on what tier it is on post scores, I could max plus 1 if it's a tier 2 badge. I'm not going to waste a max plus 1 tier 1 badge on rise up, but if it's a tier 2 badge, I'm down with it. And then I had the biggest decision of the build to make. Do I put my close shot to a 97 or do I put my post control to a 97? Close shots badges tied to it are hook specialist, float game, and paint prodigy. The 2 most important being hook specialist and paint prodigy. And post control has post up poet, unpluckable, post powerhouse, and post fade phenom. And after a long time of debating, I actually decided to make my post control a 97 over my close shot, aka my post hook. Now y'all keep in mind that no matter what, once I get cap breakers on this build, like I think 7 or 8 cap breakers on this build, strictly from rep, not counting the specialization, with the specialization 8 to 10, I will have a 99 in every stat on this build. And by every stat, I mean strength, post control, and close shot, the 3 main stats for post score. But for my first 99 stat, especially the first month of the game, I want to have a 99 post control, because if y'all remember how overpowered the post spin is in the beginning of the year, that is what I'm going to be trying to spam whenever I play the 1v1 court for videos in the first week. And yes, I'm going to be a toxic post score sometimes in the first week for y'all's entertainment purposes. So if you're not sub with notifications on, make sure you are. It's going to be hilarious. But the way that I saw it is I'm going to max plus 1 my post hook specialist. So it's already going to be a legend with a 96 post hook. And then I'm going to do the finishing specialization, and I'm going to use the 2 cap breakers I get from that to get a 99 post control, which will give me legend post up poet, legend post powerhouse, and I was hoping Hall of Fame unpluckable, but apparently unpluckable is tied with ball handle, not post control after gold, which is unfortunate. But either way, I'm gonna have an absolute menace of a build. After that, we're probably gonna use our max plus 2 on paint patroller, believe it or not, because all of our other offensive badges are on Hall of Fame, not legend, so I'm not gonna waste a max plus 2 on those unless I really need it. And by waste a max plus 2, I don't actually mean waste a max plus 2. You can change them after every game, so you can test out whatever you want. But I hope y'all are seeing the vision with this build. Let me go over it really quick just in case. So we have a 97 post control, which is gonna be a 99 once we finish our finishing specialization. But even until then, you have a 97 post control that is insanely high. We have a 96 close shot giving you Hall of Fame hook specialist, which we're gonna make legend. We have a 93 interior defense, gives us gold off ball pest, and most importantly, Hall of Fame post lockdown. I'm hoping that post lockdown is a tier 2 badge. I'm mad that I didn't check. If it is, we're gonna use another one of our max plus 1s to get a legend. If it's not, don't worry, we're gonna use our max plus 2 on paint patroller for a Hall of Fame paint patroller. Should help us get more stops in the paint. We also have an 84 block, which gave us the silver paint patroller. And last but not least, we have a 95 strength, giving us the facilities for Hall of Fame post lockdown and Hall of Fame post powerhouse. And also at 268 pounds, which is what this build is meant to be, we will be 4 attributes off of 99, which once we get later cap breakers will be a 99 strength. And once you make this build, you see you get shades of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Robert Parrish, and Dikembe Mutombo, and your build name is a 2-way post bully crasher. 2K is basically just calling us a menace, bro. That's all that is. Our strengths are drop steps into automatic buckets, incredible touch around the rim, strong physical presence, and punishes teams with second effort. Our weaknesses is can't pull bigs out to the perimeter. We're not trying to. We are a post scorer. And can't accurately launch the ball down the court. Good thing we're not going to have any teammates, or if we're on the twos, our teammate is going to be 5 feet away from us and they're going to have to double team us, so he's going to be wide open. Now, y'all, I am not usually a post scorer, so y'all post scorers in the comments, let me know, is this build toxic enough for you? Later on in the year, I know that people like to put midi on their post scores so they have another threat and they can do post fades as well. But I'm not gonna lie to you, every time I'm a post scorer, all I like to do is be a post hook spamming bot and get my wins, bro. The way I see it, if I'm gonna be a post scorer, I'm gonna be a fully toxic post scorer. The type of post scorer that has no skill and just wants to get his win and get out. Because that's what they're gonna call me anyways, bro. So why am I trying to do skill shots like post fades when they're gonna label me trash anyways? But yeah, if any of y'all make this build, do not pull up on me when I'm on my guard, okay? Please, I like to have fun. But yeah, y'all, thank y'all so much for watching. Tomorrow, I'm gonna be posting my 6'6", my 6'3" two-way, and either lockdowns or centers. Y'all gotta let me know which one you want first. I got an inside center, a popper, and lockdown builds for y'all at different heights. So make sure you got those noties on. Thank y'all so much for watching. I love you all, and as always, keep grinding.